my name is Jacqueline. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film for you my pregnancy essentials video, and so this is all things that have helped me get through my first trimester, second trimester, and now I'm currently in my third trimester. So I really think if you have one of these things, all of these things, is gonna help make your pregnancy a bit easier. So the first thing, like I said, is an app. So I had this app with my son. It's called Baby Center. And I had like 4 or 5 apps with my son, but this is the only one that I ended up sticking with. I actually still use it. He's 3 years old now, and it still gives me updates for him, but it also, obviously, it gives me updates for my baby right now. So right now it says I'm 28 weeks and 5 days, so it's really nice. It's got like a little countdown calendar on there, and it gives you something to read every day. So I really like that. It gives you a little update on what the baby looks like, what's happening, size of the baby. Today it says the baby is about the size of an eggplant. It's about 2.5 pounds. I love seeing that. I'm always screenshotting it and sending it to my husband, like, look what it is this week. And then they'll send you emails with like helpful articles. Like I said, I'm still, I've been using this app since I had my son, 3 years ago. And it's still like, they're like, oh, your toddler is 3 now. He's probably starting to be curious about, you know, animals and different things like that. So I just really like having that, you know, to read. And generally, anytime I have like a question, it's kind of right around the time that my app was giving me something to read anyway. And I told you guys that when I first found out I was pregnant, I was super sick, right? Up until I was about 6 months pregnant with this pregnancy. And one thing that made me sick was my saliva. Like, my own saliva grossed me out so bad. I was super nauseous all the time. And one thing that helped was chewing gum. So I was chewing gum all day, every day. It was funny because my mom and my sister were like, you hate chewing gum. I always have hated chewing gum because I have, you know, my jaw pops. And so I don't like chewing gum because it hurts. And so, but with my first trimester, I was chewing gum like crazy. I was going through these little Orbit ones, but just because the flavor, you know, it helped me to kind of forget how much my saliva was grossing me out. And two, when you're first pregnant, you produce more saliva anyway. And then I think just because you're conscious of it more, you know, it makes you more conscious of it because you're pregnant and, you know, you're feeling nauseous and queasy and everything. So I would definitely recommend, if you're feeling like that, then definitely chew gum. The other thing that really helped me, it only helped me for like 3 weeks, but hey, it was 3 weeks that it helped. So maybe, you know, it might help you for 3 weeks or longer, was this candy called Gin Gins, and I got it at the natural food store. And it's little ginger candies. They have chews. I didn't like the chews, but the little dissolvable candies, I was popping those all day, every day. If you don't like the taste of ginger, you might not like it because it's definitely spicy. But same thing, sucking on that kind of helped me to kind of not be thinking about my nausea all the time. But two, I have to show you guys, look at the disgusting little mascot or little guy that they put on the candy. When I would see this, I would never look at the package because I'm like, why would you give a nauseated woman this ugly little candy in this package? Because I was just like, it would just like gross me out so much. Ginger itself doesn't even look good, but making ginger a little cartoon, it didn't help anything. As far as food goes, once I started keeping more stuff down, I really like these Luna bars, and I like them because they're gluten-free. I'm not like full-on gluten-free, but I pretty much try to cut it out anywhere I can. So like every bar has gluten in it, unless you're specifically looking for a gluten-free one. So I love these Luna bars. They're chocolate dipped coconut. This is great. So I definitely recommend, especially if you're having so many food aversions and things like that, try to find a snack that kind of always sounds, you know, good to you. Because so many things that you liked, like in general, I eat a lot of apples. Since I've been pregnant, apples don't sit well at all. Same thing with grapes. Grapes gross me out, which normally I would snack on grapes all the time. Now that I'm pregnant, just strawberries. I can have strawberries all day, every day. I love strawberries. And what I found is this nice little dip. So these bars are nice and 8 grams of protein. Was this dessert hummus. So one thing you'll learn about me is I love Shark Tank. Me and my husband can like binge watch Shark Tank. This girl came on there and she made hummus, and I snack on hummus all the time. So this one is a healthy chickpea based dessert. And you can eat it with fruit, pretzels, graham crackers. I dip my strawberries in here and I love it because it's chocolate brownie batter flavor, but it is still hummus. So I could eat like half a pint of strawberries like in one sitting, and eating it with this hummus has been so nice because I'm pretty sensitive to sugar. So is the baby. She'll start moving like crazy. But having the strawberries with the hummus, I don't get a sugar crash, and so I love that. So these two snacks, like I said, whatever it is for you, just find something that always sounds good, because when you're losing a lot of food and, you know, not keeping stuff down, or everything's kind of making you nauseous, it's kind of nice to just have those like little savior snacks with you. Also, you know, when you get pregnant, you obviously have to take your prenatal. If you're thinking about, getting pregnant, while you're pregnant, you definitely want to take a prenatal. So I'm taking 2 of these actually. So the VitaFusion prenatal, the gummies, and the Vitamin Code Raw Prenatal. I really like this brand, Garden of Life. They're really good about being organic, raw, whole food, non-GMO, that whole thing. Great protein powder that I would definitely recommend. These, the VitaFusion, I like them because of the fact that they're gummies. And so they're pretty gentle on your stomach. I don't like them because I have very, very sensitive teeth, and these things are like coated in sugar. They're sugar. I hate how much sugar these things have on them. But like I said, they're gentle on your stomach, so you can keep something down. The reason I have to take both is because these have DHA but no iron. Pretty much, I'm almost positive that all gummies don't contain iron. These do have iron, but they don't have DHA. So that's why I'm taking both. So I could definitely vouch for these because, like I said, I lost a bunch of weight at first because I wasn't keeping anything down. These were easy on my stomach. And then these are really highly rated. And then, it's for your baby. You want to make sure that, everything is as chemical free, at least in my case, that I can get it to be. I've been craving ice, like, you don't even know. I just ate half this thing like in the 5 minutes before I sat down to film this video. I love the little like pellet ice, these little things, because they're easy to chew. And my husband knows on his way home every day, bring me the biggest cup they have and fill it with ice, which you guys might know that's a side effect of anemia. I craved ice like hardcore when I was pregnant with my son, but it just makes me so happy to get my ice, especially this one. If you have sensitive teeth like me, I would definitely recommend, if you're craving ice, make sure you get like gas station ice. We have an ice maker, but it's just too hard and I'm not trying to crack any of my teeth. Same thing, staying on the food, foodish items. I have the plant-based Vega protein. So this is protein and greens. And so, like I said, I was just losing so much food. And in general, I'm a smoothie person. We drink at least 1 smoothie a day here, whether it be for breakfast or lunch. But this one has 20 grams of protein, 2 servings of green. Again, it's gluten-free, so I really, really like that. It's non-dairy, so I like that. Anywhere we could cut out dairy, we really try to do that, because I don't feel very good when I have it. So I would definitely recommend, especially, where you're doing the vitamins, but the babies take so much from you, and you can tell by your your teeth, the way your skin, has changed, how your hair starts falling out, different things like that. So, anywhere you can incorporate extra greens and proteins, I've definitely been doing that. For belly butter. So with my son, I tried like all of them, and actually my favorite, I was spending like a small fortune in like bio oil and the little motherhood mommy butter and all kinds of things like that, and you go through them pretty quick. So I would definitely recommend having some sort of butter or oil that you're putting on your inner thigh, outer thigh, butt, belly, boobs, because everything is stretching, and you will feel the best when you are moisturized. Because once you start getting dry, in this area, then you get really itchy, and especially since you're probably in maternity, you know, kind of pants, you get really itchy, and when you pull that band up, that band also can be really itchy. So stay moisturized and you won't have that problem. So I was like doing the oils, drinking water like crazy, and I still did get stretch marks, but I don't think it's nearly like what it would have been had I not been drinking the water. And also doing my own little belly butter. Like I said, I went through so many, and what I found worked the best for me was the kind that I made for myself. I used like a coconut oil. This is an organic coconut oil, and I do kind of like a double boil method. So I read that you're not supposed to like boil the oil like in a pot itself. So I put it in a little container above the pot, let the oil melt down, and I add rosehip oil and vitamin E oil and maybe jojoba or lavender or whatever I have on hand. But these two oils in particular, rosehip is really good to like for appearance of lines and stretch marks and things like that, all those antioxidants, you know, to get that into your skin. I found that that was the most moisturizing for me than any of those butters and stuff that I got. So basically I just mix it all in, and then I just, you know, pour it back in this container, and then that's what I put all over. Moving on to clothes. So one thing I wish I would have thought about, I wear a lot of dresses, and you know, just in general before I was pregnant. So when I did get pregnant, you know, I thought, oh well, I'll get some maternity dresses, which is nice, right, in theory, because they fit better, they're stretchy, you know. So I got like a lot of these kind of like, you know, pretty little summer dresses. Okay, I didn't even think about nursing after the fact. So if you've had to nurse and you're wearing a dress, and like this dress doesn't even have a zipper, you're getting undressed in a bathroom somewhere so that you can nurse. My son, my first son, he never took a bottle the entire time that I was pregnant with him. So it was just, you know, me all the time. So for you, for your pregnancy essentials, definitely, you know, if you wear dresses, and it's just good to have a nice dress. You know, I wore this particular one to our gender reveal, and they're comfortable. You know, you're not wearing bottoms, it's just your dress. Invest in a nice wrap dress. I'll put a clip of me wearing this one here at our gender reveal, but get yourself a nice wrap dress. You'll feel great in it. They're super flattering. You know, they don't hug you anywhere that you don't want to be hugged. I really like this one. Has like a nice peachy pink color to it. And you know, you can tie it tighter or more loose depending on how small or big you get, but then afterward you'll be able to nurse in this no problem. So, you know, definitely think about that. If you're planning on, you know, nursing your baby afterward, think about everything that you're getting now. Is it going to be good for nursing the baby? Is it going to be like easy access now? For example, you know, when you first get pregnant, you know, your boobs get big so fast, and then when your milk comes in, they're gonna get even bigger. You know, maybe, you know, it's not good to go and get, you know, go to Victoria's Secret, go to Target and get yourself bigger bras. Why don't you start getting nursing bras, you know, that unclip, you know, so that it's easy access for the baby. Get yourself clothes that you're gonna have, you know, be able to wear, because like all those maternity dresses, I couldn't wear them when I had my son because I'd be getting, like I said, undressed in the bathroom to try to nurse him. So get yourself a good wrap dress. I love this sweater. This is the Barefoot Dreams cardigan that I got. This was actually an anniversary gift from my husband. I don't know if I would have quite spent the money on it myself, but the fact that it was a gift, I like live in this sweater. It wash and dries really well. I don't like dry half the stuff I own because I feel like drying just messes up all my clothes. So with this, I can dry it, wash it a ton of times. Like I said, I like live in it. It's basically my robe, and Barefoot Dreams does have a really nice robe. I just feel like this is a little more justified in the price because I wear it out, and I will wear it out. If somebody comes to the door, I'm not, you know, answering in my robe, or you know, if I'm going from like, you know, cooking dinner and then when we have to leave and I'm still wearing this, I love it. It's so cozy, it's so comfortable. Like I said, it's kept its shape so well. It's got pockets. And then too, when you know, when this little girl arrives, it's gonna be so easy to nurse. So get yourself a cardigan that you like, something open, something you feel good in, something that's super cozy that, you know, you're not going to be embarrassed to be seen in, because, you know, especially when the baby first comes, you get all kinds of visitors, all kinds of times. So if you were wearing this around the house, you know, you could still feel good. You know, it still looks nice and you're super comfy. Another one that I got this one in black, and this is from a Pea in a Pod, but it's basically, you know, the same concept, you know, of sweater. You guys can totally, you know, find this concept anywhere. Just something open that you feel good in, that's really comfy, that has pockets. You're definitely gonna want pockets because you might be holding a binky or a bottle or a wubba nub or whatever the case may be. And then my other thing is, Target has totally stepped it up. You know, more and more stores are totally getting rid of their maternity section. JCPenney has, Macy's is like virtually nothing. Carson's, same thing. They've all moved their maternity stuff to online. And if you're like me, you pretty much have to try stuff on, because I'm like small sometimes here, large at the bottom. It really, you know, I gotta try stuff on because of my, you know, my weight's fluctuated so much. So Target has totally not let me down in the maternity wear department. So I got these. I wear these leggings like every day. I can't even tell you how many times I've washed them. The Isabel Maternity legging by Ingrid and Isabel. I really like the this brand. They've done an awesome job making a nice, comfortable belly band. This material, like I said, a lot of belly band materials are so itchy to me, but this is a nice belly band material. The leggings are opaque, so you don't have to worry about, you know, being see-through. You never want that, but they're nice and dark. The only thing I will say is they I don't know if they had a petite, because I was looking for one. So they do kind of bunch up on me a little bit, but for the most part I'm wearing boots anyway. But I'm 5'2", so if you're 5'2", they will bunch up on you a little bit at the bottom. I love those leggings. Ingrid and Isabel Target maternity leggings. And then their jeans. These I do not remember ever having with my son. So they're maternity jeans, but they have this stretchy band. And I got these at Target as well. I love these because if you have ever used a belly band, you know they can tend to kind of slide down a little bit. And these you can wear a belt with. You can't with your belly band jeans. These you can wear a belt with, and they kind of go under your belly a little bit. I was wearing these like crazy. They're so comfortable. I love that they just look like jeans. You know, you don't have to kind of conceal your little belly band with these. And again, Target, they're like, mine are a size 8 and they say jegging, and I love these. You know, after you have the baby, you don't just automatically go back to being your size. You know, you leave the hospital looking like 5 months pregnant. So I'm so happy to have like jeans like this that don't look like maternity. I don't necessarily have to wear the belly band. I can wear a belt with them, super stretchy, so I'll be able to wear these, you know, postpartum as well. If you watch any kind of pregnancy essential video, you know these pillows are a lifesaver, these big body pillows. So I have the Xoxo brand one, and I love it. I had it, the same one with my son, but then I got rid of it afterward. We didn't know if we were having another one. I should have kept it, but the one that I bought didn't have a cover on it. And so I didn't know you could buy extra covers. So I kind of just got rid of it because it just got gross and I got makeup on it and milk and all kinds of stuff. So this time when I got one, I made sure to get one that has a removable washable case on it. So the ones at least at my Babies R Us, they only sold the ones without the cover. So you'd have to buy it, and it was $25 more. This one I found on Amazon, and I think it was $70 with the cover. So it was a lot cheaper to get it on Amazon. I ended up sleeping with one side. I tuck the big long part under my back. Well, my husband tucks it under my back, and then I put this part, you know, in between my legs. And then I use my wedge, and I sleep with this wedged right underneath my belly. And that's pretty much the only way I'm able to get comfortable and get some sleep, is with this big production here. And so I pretty much needed it at 7 months. I was trying to hold out and just like use pillows and everything because I felt so bad since I threw away my first one and I didn't want to. And my husband was like, we need to get you your big snake back. And so I was like, no, I'll just wedge in pillows. He's like, no, we need to get you the big snake back. And so I'm so happy that we got it back, because it makes all the difference. You need support in so many different places. When you're pregnant, you got a lot of weight pulling. I have sciatic pain, so this is a huge help. So $70, but in my opinion, totally worth it. Oh, and then this brand is Boppy for my little wedge. Oh, another thing, so I told you guys, my skin has been so dry and my lips have been so chapped. So two things that I've really been liking is the Skin Fix hand cream. You can get this at Target. I got this in a glam bag a couple years ago, and I've been repurchasing it since then. I really like it. I have like mild eczema on my hands, and it flares in the winter, and especially right now that I'm pregnant, this Skin Fix has been really, really nice, and it doesn't burn or crack like a lot of scented lotions will do. And the chapstick, the Total Hydration. I've probably bought like four different ones of these already. In general, I'm addicted to chapstick anyway, but I've really been happy with this brand. I try so many brands. I swear, every time I check out at the grocery store, I always pick up a chapstick, and these have totally been my favorite, especially before makeup. Before I put lipstick on, I always put something on. Before bed, I always have one in my nightstand. So I'm really, really liking these two. I think, and I like stuff, if you're just at Target, you can pick it up, in the checkout, but especially with this all this dryness that's happening, you definitely want to have something, to help combat that. For this video, I know it's a longer one, but I know I would have found something like this super helpful when I was, going through it myself. So I hope you guys find it helpful. I would love to hear in the comments below if you have any of these things, if they've worked for you, if you plan on getting them. So definitely, let me know below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.